We have a temporary absence of American leadership.
So if you go for a carriage ride in Central Park, we added a few horses. We want to get you there a little bit quicker.
And a few beers.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the world-famous Clydesdales. They are launching a nationwide tour to kick off the holiday season with a stop right here on our plaza at Fox and Friends. Those are beautiful, majestic animals. We saw them last year out during the debates in St. Louis at the HQ. They are really something.
And by the way, every Christmas season, Steve's being a little bit humble, but that's how you get to work during Christmas. After they light the tree, that's what you demand. I say, I'm happy with a sedan car. Right.
Look who's with us today. Ainsley is off. She'll be back tomorrow, and we got Rachel Campos Duffy.
Thanks for having me.
And then you got to go. You have a ball to go to tomorrow night, and you have a family to raise.
And I have a family to raise. Yep.
Right.
And now you've convinced me to get a dog too.
I did. I
didn't have enough with 8 kids.
You have 8 kids and you're worried about adding a dog as if it's gonna the top's gonna blow up the house.
Wait until after Christmas, because the kids can pull down the Christmas tree, whereas when you have a brand new puppy, the puppy will pull down the tree.
Listen, if I get a dog, it will not be a puppy. It will be potty trained. There's enough poop in my life.
There's enough poop in my life. All right, words.
All right, let's talk about
bite of the day.
Right, all right. Let's talk about what's happened over the weekend. You know about Friday and when Mike Flynn cut the deal in order to get a reduced sentence and talk about admitting that he lied to the FBI. People are talking about, okay, what about this probe? How clean is it? And what can we expect an honest investigation? And then this revelation comes forward. Not only were people wondering about the links with Patrick McCabe, who was the former acting director and deputy director of the FBI because his wife was a contributor to Governor Terry McAuliffe.
He was running for Congress as a Democrat.
Right. People worried about that. Now, all of a sudden, we find out one of the lead investigators has been removed from this case because it just so happens he has anti-Trump, pro-Hillary texts.
Well, this particular guy was one of the main guys. He was big.
No, not a small player at all.
No. He was there for the interview of Hillary Clinton over the 4th of July weekend, which ultimately exonerated her. He was in charge of figuring out whether she had intent to break the law. Oh, nope, she didn't, he said. But then we discovered that he apparently was having an extramarital affair with an FBI lawyer, and the Inspector General of the Department of Justice has revealed some of the information, and he had the anti-Trump, pro-Hillary text.
I mean, just imagine, you're the president of the United States. Your entire, presidency thus far has had this cloud over it. And you find out that the people leading the investigation, the lead investigator, is an
I believe that he never interacted with other people.
He's
that
one
he was
of the
just
lead guys. That's what's troubling. And then you look at some of the things.
But there are others.
Mr. Comey has said, and you look at Mr. Mueller as well. Kellyanne Conway says these FBI probes have clearly had a left-leaning tilt to them. Listen to this.
It's so disturbing and troubling because you're right. He was at the heart of the investigation into Hillary Clinton. We know that she lied numerous times. We know that she bleach bitted and deleted 33,000 emails. We know that a majority of Americans in all polling said that she was neither honest or trustworthy. It's part of why she lost. And yet you do hear people constantly asking, when will she be held to account? I know she's got a pretty bad fate of not working and living behind me here. But this is what frustrates people. And now this revelation that a decidedly, definitively anti-Trump FBI investigator was involved in the Hillary Clinton interviews, as the president says, is now starting to make a lot of sense.
And now we're going to find out what he's going to say to the House Intelligence Committee. And hopefully there won't be a leak. They'll be able to just say, this is what we found out. Devin Nunes said, I want to see McCabe, and I want to see Strzok, and I want to see them in front of us. I'm going to drop paperwork to make you give him up. After all, Chris Wray is in charge of the FBI, appointed by President Trump. What's the problem? Well, after these revelations on Devin Nunes' aggression, now they're finally going to go up